SpiritRealm.net is a website that offers you the chance to watch a haunted location 24 hours a day. My goal today is to actually find solid proof of paranormal activity. Every night I've gone to bed and screen recorded their cameras, so that if anything were to happen, the next day when I actually go to watch it, I would find it. The house we're going to be focusing on this video is the haunted Rock Island Roadhouse in Illinois. I picked up several different things throughout this video, so make sure you stick around till the very end. Thank you very much for clicking on the video and enjoy the show. Okay, here we are, day one. I'm excited. I'm not sure we'll find anything immediately on day one. I don't know, I just feel like it would be a bit too easy like that. I went to bed last night about, I think it was like 11:30. I don't ever go to bed at 11:30, by the way. And when I started the recording, I'm pretty sure it was about 3 p.m. in America where this is being live streamed. And I actually haven't checked any of the footage yet. So first, 13 hours 38. God damn, that's a long video. I suppose if I look at the beginning of the video and then I look at the end of the video, nothing seems to be out of place. The only small anomaly I can see is this wall, but I think it's the reflection of the light. So let's listen to the audio now, see if there was any audio anomalies anywhere. Okay, so I wasn't quite sure how in depth I really needed to be looking. I thought if anything was going to happen, it would be extremely visible immediately. That's why for day one, I kind of skipped past a lot of it without properly checking as well as I did in the upcoming days. So 9 hours and 55 minutes in, this happened. It's not actually as loud as it's making it out to be on there, which is weird because it's actually pretty silent. Just listen to this. Okay, so first it buffers, which is fine because it happened multiple times throughout the night. But as soon as it comes back on, and then it just goes back to normal. So yeah, that's a weird one. I saw this on there and I was terrified. I was like, did someone fucking scream? After that, it does start buffering a lot more. Like, there's multiple points in which it just keeps buffering. Not sure if that's to do with me or to do with them, or to do with something interfering. I like to think it's something interfering naturally. That's the whole point of the video. But wait, there's more. Audio cuts out for a sec. It starts buffering. When it comes back, listen to this. Now, before denoising the clip, I was 100% sure that that was a breath. It wasn't until after that I realised it was more of a thud, but I still don't know where it came from. So at one point it does it again, exactly the same as before. And it just keeps doing this. Like someone's tampering with a mic or something. What the fuck was that? At 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. on the dot, this happens. What is that like furniture moving or something? I'm loving this, goddamn. Okay, I think that's everything for day one. It did do the static thing again where the mic dies, I think once more, but after that nothing else really happened. It seems to buffer a lot and lose connection when it does that, before or just after. So I'm gonna monitor that. I'm gonna try again tonight and see what we get. I'm excited for this. I have no idea what to expect. This is going to be fun. I'm invested. I hope you guys are as well. I will see you tomorrow for day two. Day two, I am excited. I am looking forward to seeing what we found today. As you can see, there's 2 on there now. Look at that. I thought it would make sense to look at a second room because there's more chance of seeing something. And because I could hear noises on last night's recordings, so they have to come from somewhere, right? And I'm hoping it's in this second room. I didn't want to put too many recordings on, and it didn't take long at all for me to capture something outside of the ordinary. Yo, guys, I've seen something. Watch this. Watch the table here to the left. That's insane. Let me see that again. Bro. That's so sick. That's the first time I've seen an orb. That's mental. Okay, now I'm gassed. Now I need to find more. I enjoyed that a lot. Now, before we continue, let me just explain very, very quickly, and I mean quickly, why orbs are very important. If you've ever watched a ghost investigation, you've probably seen people get really excited about these little floating balls of light called orbs. Basically, an orb is supposed to be a sphere of energy that shows up on camera, like a ghost saying, hey, I don't feel like showing up in full body form today, so here's my glow-in-the-dark golf ball impression. Paranormal investigators love orbs because they're one of the most common signs of activity. They'll say it means a spirit is present, moving around, or trying to manifest. Basically, ghost cam DLC content. But here's the catch. catch, a lot of people are skeptical about them, and for good reason. Orbs can just as easily be dust, bugs, reflections, or even moisture in the air catching the light, which means half the time you think you've caught a spirit, you've really just caught housekeeping for getting to dust. So orbs are like the pineapple on pizza of ghost hunting. Some people think they're the real deal, others think they're total nonsense, and everyone has a very strong opinion about them. In my case, being pro-paranormal, I like to believe they are manifestations of energy from spirits. Okay, I'm about 3 hours in checking out the content, and I haven't found anything else yet. Around midnight, I'm pretty sure the cameras went down. I think it was to do with my internet or something. And I switched the stream back on this morning when I woke up for a little while. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully I find something else before we call it a night. What was that? What the fuck was that? Let me see that again. Is that a bird? Is that a fucking bird? Well, that doesn't count. That doesn't bloody count. Hang on. There's a bird. A bird's just flown in. Oh, that can contaminate anything now. That was a big ass bird as well. Let me see if I can get like a proper view of it. Look at the size of that thing. It's a goddamn demon. This is literally moments after that. This one doesn't look like a bird. Check this out. On the right here, check this out. Oh, maybe it is a bird. I lied. It's the bird again. Sorry. I got your hopes up for nothing. I was excited, and then turns out it was just the bird again. How do I know if anything's real anymore? I mean, the orbs were real. The orbs were definitely real. I need to check this one properly. I think I've found another orb. This time on this screen, if you look up here, it looks kind of like a shooting star. Bear with. There it is. Did you see that? Look at that. Bosh. And it just goes across. It's such a straight line as well. The slow way it's going doesn't give me bug vibes. Unless it's a very laid-back bug. Look at that, off he goes. Straight into the concrete wall. I don't really want to believe any audio cues that I get on this particular night, because I know there's a bird in the building. The only audio cues I'd really believe at this point is if it whispered something or it said something. Not the bird, but the spirit. Bird ain't saying shit, bro. Bird would just say, ow. I flew into my f***ing pole. Ow. Bro, this friggin' bird is doing my head in. Bro, he's just flown into the room again. Leave the house, bro. The way you came in, go back out that way. Stress. Look, there he goes. What a prat. And back again. He's just so confused. He doesn't know what to do with himself. What the fuck was that? I just realised what it is. He's just flown into a pipe. He's hit something. Oh, bless him. He's probably terrified. And poor guy can't get out. Wait, did the bird just disintegrate? What the hell? Did he just defecate? What happened? There's the orb. There's an orb. Bro, everyone's freaking out over this bird. Hang on. There it goes again. This is such an incredible moment right here. So, I think the bird does something. Defecates potentially. I don't know. There it goes. And then that happens. This is the one that got me. This orb right here. Where is it? Look, that one. Oh my days. And again. Then that's the bird, I'm pretty sure. There's the orb. There's another orb. Or bugs. So much has happened. And again. Nah, this is the... I'm so happy. I am going... This... Please don't let this flop. Oh my days. I'm so gassed, guys. That was such an incredible sequence of things. There's orbs flying around again. Bro, there's so much happening. Because naturally it's been so peaceful up until now, and then all of a sudden a bird's come in and just ruined everyone's vibe. And now the spirits are just disgruntled. They're like, well, I don't like it here anymore. And they're trying to find a place to go away from this bloody bird. I'm so glad I decided to go for a second camera as well, or I would have missed all of this. There's an orb. Look at him go. Looks like someone's vaping, but we'll take it. The thing is, you can't even stage this because it just happened so naturally when the bird arrived. So I don't believe for a second that any of this is fake. Obviously, if you're skeptical, you're always going to be skeptical about these things, but this is sick. There's another orb that starts from the chair at the bottom. There he goes. And upwards. Wait, that wasn't the bird. That was something touching the camera. Hang on, that wasn't the bird. The bird's over there. Like, the bird's over the back. Something touched the camera. What was that? That wasn't where the sound wave was either. God damn, there's so much going on in this one night. There's a couple more orbs here. Check this out. There's one. And then a second one goes flying past as well. Oh, 3, 4. What the fuck? How many bloody spirits are there in this place? One single little bird has brought up so much of a ruckus. There's another orb. Oh, look at the speed of this one. Oh my, and then it runs back as well. Is this real? This can't be. Bosh. And then the flashing one in the middle. And then the top one. And they're still going, look. Oh. Tonight, I'm really hoping either some furniture moves, shadowy figure at this door maybe. Fingers crossed. Okay, it would seem like the only other thing that happens is this. And I don't quite know what it is. And then just like it starts, it stops. And I'm not sure if it's like torrential rain maybe for a few seconds. Either way, it sounds more like static than rain. That is everything for night 2. I'm gassed, but I'm also tired now, so I'm going to go to bed. Good night. So it's day 3 and your boy has monumentally messed up. I heavily apologise. I forgot to press record last night. I mean, I did press record, but a pop-up came up when I pressed record, so it didn't start recording, and therefore I have no footage from last night. But when I woke up this morning, I thought, well, I've got some wrestling to watch, I'm going to get my coffee, do a couple things, and just let it roll in the meantime. And I have some stuff for you guys. So we missed out on what could have happened last night. I don't think much has happened. I like to think that way anyway, just for the FOMO. But I've already edited down the parts that I found that are potentially interesting. So we'll start with this one. First of all, we have some clanging. I like to believe the bird is gone by now, but obviously I can't confirm that. So they're very faint. If you look at this screen as well, look, the orb is flying upwards there right after the noise. So, and then up goes the orb. Don't worry, it gets better. It gets better. If you look here, there's a second orb that flies upwards. Where is he? There he is. Off he goes. Bless him. Upwards and onwards. And then here we've got the double orb deluxe. Check this out. So you've got one orb going from here and one orb here. Okay, you can see that one. Wait, there might have been a third actually. Oh, there is a third. Hang on. That little patch there, you can kind of see it. See it moving there? That one might be a bug. Not too sure. This one moves and then this one comes along as well. So you've got like 2 orbs right there. Look at that. It's like someone's blowing bubbles, bro. And then there's more clanging, but it gets louder. And then a massive orb comes through as well during the noise. There it is, right there. Hard to miss that one. There was actually more banging involved. Some of it was a bit more faint, but this was just like consistent throughout the whole hour that I recorded, as well as like a few orbs here and there. This orb right here, this is a lovely orb. Look at this one. It's a juicy orb. Check this out. Beautiful. It was making a WWE entrance there. It was like, come the fuck on, I'm ready to go. Then we got some activity back on this side, finally. It seemed to be dead. It shoots across the screen. Boom. Look at that. It's like the Nike logo. Get hit by that. And then, for this last bit, ready? Go. That didn't happen in the course of 20 seconds, 30 seconds or whatever. That was throughout about 15 minutes worth of footage. And that's it. That's all I have for today. Unfortunately, I messed up, like I said. Hopefully, we didn't miss out on too much, because that would suck. Did you notice how on days 2 and 3, though, there was no interference whatsoever with the camera, like on the first day, where it sounded like someone was like touching the microphone or whatever? That seems to have stopped. Instead, we've got orbs and then massive fuck off birds that just somehow find their way into the house and go absolutely bizarre. Day 4. I don't know why I put these on. I've not got to listen to anything yet. This might be our final day. Because the spirits have now entered my house. So I have 12 hours of footage to look through now. And I'm very excited because, check this out, 4 cameras. That's right, he's gone mad with power. Yeah, I went for the full shebang. We have 4 cameras to look at now. I feel like I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's all of a sudden. Right off the bat, as soon as I started recording, this happened. And I'm terrified to know what's there. So, first things first, we're going to check that, see what that is. Well, I can debunk that one. I'm going to start looking now. And indeed I looked. Today was the day I was hoping to find something like a shadow move, or a door close, or maybe just something moves. If you guys do want to see another one of these, remember to let me know in the comments and also leave a like on the video. I appreciate you. Right, I'm 2 hours in now. Found a couple of things, but not a lot. Same old things you've already seen. There's one thing that does stand out a little bit, and I don't quite understand it. But before we get to that, here's the first orb that I found in the same room as per usual. Check it out, there it goes, bosh. Then, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, it's another orb, perfect. And then here, I heard a sound that sounded like a door banging, or someone closing a door, or something like that. Hear that? Or something, someone slapping something. Hang on, we're not done yet. Then, this also happened. Now, there is a lot of interference from this camera here, from the road, because it is very near the road. So every now and again I see the audio spike and I'm like, oh my god, and then it just turns out it's a fucking car. This bit is weird because usually when the cars go past you can hear them accelerate and move and whatever. So if they are playing music, you can usually tell if it's coming from a car or not, because then you'll hear it accelerate. In this certain scenario, no, the music just kind of plays. I don't know what song it is. It's like one of those military ones when someone dies and they do the very sad military song. I don't know where it's coming from, inside or out, unless someone's walked by playing it. So, yeah, to me it's a ghost. Do you mind? Does he do it again here? There's another 2. Of course he does. What a div. I've been jump scared by a train. Well, if nothing else, today I've proven that trains exist. Oh, what have I seen? Here he is. The bird's back. He's... Oh, what? There's 2. What the helly? I'm starting to think it might be bats and not birds. They're chasing... So after flying into something... There you go, good man. The birds are going nuts again. He's flown into like 3 different things. Oh my god. How many are there? There's so many. Well, that was not a bird. That last one there, that wasn't a bird. That shooting star there, that's not a bird. Anyway, yeah, the bird's back. Oh, he pops up on the other camera as well. Check this out. Once again, the birds have awoken the spirits. Check this out. You can see the orb flying upwards. There it goes. Definitely not a bird. The birds are going nuts again. I'm going to see if I can find anything outside of just orbs moving around, because at this point I think you guys are probably fed up with orbs. I'll show you this sequence because some of them are quite good. So you've got this one first, who comes down like that. And then check out his buddy, who comes flying across the room. Bosh. Look at him go, just over there. Love it. Yo! Look at this sequence. Oh my days. I keep saying enough orbs, but then something else happens. Check this out. 3, 4. A fifth. Gliding across the room. The bird comes back. Fucking absolutely penetrates the ghost. Just obliterates it by flying straight through it. Thanks for that. That's an orb. Trust me, bro. I've never seen an orb act like this, by the way. Comes down, up. And for once, something wasn't flying into a pipe. I haven't even shown you guys half of the orbs that are coming up now. It's insane how many orbs are flying across the screen. I like to believe that the reason there's so many orbs going left and right and things like that as soon as the birds come in is because that's what people do when birds fly into a room. They just kind of panic and start running around and trying to cover themselves so they don't get blessed on. I'm just going to assume that's also how the spirits are reacting. Naturally, you guys are free to believe whatever you want to believe. Whether you believe it's spirits or if it's just bugs or whatever, it's completely up to you. I've seen enough ghost adventures to know what's a bug and what isn't. I also had beef jerky somewhere and I've put it down and I don't know where it's gone now. There he is, just out in the hall. Hell yeah. Guys, I've come to the conclusion. That's a bat. No bird is going... No bird is using its wings as fucking flippers, bro. That's a bat. Sorry, birds. I've been calling you bats. And sorry, bats, that I've been calling you birds. You guys are still stupid because you can't find the way out. But anyway. I'm sorry. Just look at this bloody sequence here, man. It's like being in London in the 1940s. Jesus Christ. There's just so much going on. There's so many birds and orbs and shit just flying around. It's... Look at this sequence, bro. This is insane. I can't tell what's bird and what's orb anymore. Look at this. It's like bloody snowing indoors, upwards. Look at all this, bro. There's so many. I would love to know what's going on in the spirit realm. They're panicking right now. They're going absolutely mental. It's bloody Pompeii for them at the moment. I think one of the bats flew into a metal pipe again. They're actually hilarious. Nah, guys, this is genuinely amazing. I keep saying to myself, I'm not going to show any more orbs because they've seen it all now. Then I keep finding something that's just like so different from the last thing. It's like a work of art. Look how many there are. That's insane. Just look at them all coming upwards. That's madness. Just look at everything going on. It's absolute chaos in there at the moment. Even I'm starting to not believe my eyes. I'm like, no, this has got to be fake. That much activity. Can't be. Bro, if there's any ghost connoisseurs out there that know about this stuff, if you guys know anyone that's like a paranormal investigator you can send this to or something, like, I need some legitimacy on this. Like, this is baffling, bro. There's so much activity. Okay, so I've just finished analysing the whole 12 hours. Nothing flabbergasting actually happened in these 12 hours, but I do have a few clips here to show you guys. We had movement in this corridor, in this hallway. We've not had that yet, I don't think. But anyway, here it is. Just an orb going for a leisurely stroll. Bless him. This clip, there's orbs, as per usual, but very faintly in the background, it sounds like someone's talking as well. Let me listen to that again. This next clip has a bang. Well, not really a bang. It was more like a slap. It was more like a clank. Enjoy the clank. And an orb straight after, leading me to believe that it was the orb made the clank. And then he strolls past. Coinky dink. Probably. This bit sounds like there's someone talking. The goddamn audio from the road is in the way though. If it wasn't there, you probably would hear it a little bit clearer, but listen to this bit. That's 100% someone talking. Oh, this is the clink. This is the clink, which sounds like, you know, when you chin two glasses. You hear that? It was very faint, but Clink. And it's in this room as well. I don't actually know if it was in this room, but I like to think it's this room because it's the only room that has some glasses in it. This next clip, bit of a bizarre one. It genuinely looks like a bat comes out of a wall. Keep your eyes peeled in this general area here. How the hell did it get in? This black mark appears through the wall and then just starts flying around. It just creates its own entrance. In the same room, we got a couple of orbs that just drop down from the sky, probably disgruntled by the bat or the bird. I still don't know what it is. You go see, you got two of them there. So you got the first one comes down. That's the first one right there, coming down. And then the second one just drops down like a goddamn asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. I love it. This clip I kept because it just made me laugh. The bird's going around the room like a goddamn psycho. Like nobody's business. I have sped it up. It's not that fast, okay? But it just keeps going for a while. And it's not until after that some of the orbs start coming out. That's an orb. Mind you, it looks more like a jizz stain, but the orb will do. Here's an orb running away from the bat. It gives me this kind of vibe. Bat comes in, person goes, oh my f***ing god, oh shit. That's the vibe I'm getting from this clip. Check it out. Oh shit! The bird's flying around over here. Oh goddamn! It's goddamn Hitchcock. We've got two more. This one's just the size of the orb that comes past. Whom. Look at that bad boy. Whom. Whom. Like fucking Tinkerbell. Look at the size of him. I don't know if this is one of the birds flying into something again, but it sounds more like a door slamming shut. Especially considering that some of these doors are probably metal. Yeah, kind of. Also, at the time of editing this camera has actually been moved. But I can't tell you if it was a human, a bat, or a ghost. I am not going to be doing a day 5. I don't really see the point. I think it's just kind of recycling the same things. The only thing that's unusual is the first day we had that issue with the camera. Where it seemed like something was touching the camera. But that never happened again. But every day it seems something else comes up. I don't think we're going to get to the point of seeing like shadowy figure or something like that. I think we've seen everything we're going to see. There are more places that I can do this with. Like the website actually has more houses and stuff. So I can do another video on this if you want, another version. As far as this one is concerned, I think I've got enough proof that that place is haunted. Spirits are real. Shut your mouth. I'm so gassed about how this came out. It's genuinely made my day. I really hope this video does well because I would like to see like paranormal investigators actually find this video on the web somewhere and then comment and let me know, am I just overreacting and it's all fake, or is this genuinely like orbs and noises and proof and things like that? For now, I'll leave you guys with that. Leave your comments, let me know what you want to see next. There is also a section in the comments that you can click on and you can leave your own video suggestions and things like that. So make sure you do click on that as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would very much appreciate that. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. See you in a bit.